Yeah.
Sound is on.
I may try to adjust the camera position soon, so we
Okay.
don't seem to be we get more of Rachel and less of the wall, so to speak.
What you told Stephen to do on a Saturday works really well.
Oh, the zoom in, zoom out. Yeah, yeah. But okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. All right.
Is the sound okay, Linda?
Uh, yeah. It could. How far away are you from the microphone?
Is it too far
Oh
away?
no. Yeah, that was better where you just
Is that
moved it.
better? Okay,
Yeah,
I've moved it a bit closer.
that's better.
Okay, great. Good. Hey.
Shabbat shalom, Brigitte.
Oh, Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat
Brigitte.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Brigitte.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Stefan.
Shabbat shalom, Brigitte.
I was going to go home because I looked, I couldn't see any cars. I couldn't see any people. Nobody came to open the gate. Yeah. And I thought, have I come to the wrong? You know, when I was about 14, I used to follow United. And that's all over the country. And then one week they were playing at Tottenham, I think, on the Monday night. Pitch up at White Hart Lane. Well, no one there. And I look at the sign of the board outside. You know, I covered myself that they're playing at Arsenal on a Thursday or something, or Wednesday or a Thursday.
Okay, hopefully that'll give us a slightly better view like
Oh,
that.
that's the following week. You know, twice in 1 week.
Can't even see.
Is there nobody here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
just tilted the camera down a bit.
yeah. That's good.
I did want to go to a funeral.
I must remember to put it back for tomorrow morning. Okay, if you're, I will probably not stay for the service, but I will just wait for the first few minutes just to make sure it's all running okay.
Thank you.
That's okay. I'll probably turn my screen off, but I will be around.
Yeah.
So,
Because look, yesterday morning, I had a game of tennis. So I went to breakfast, I was leaving by 9:15, and I get to the day for a bullshit. Well, I'll be there for 20 past 10, I've got time, I can park, I've got my legs in here, I'm chatting with the guys that I occasionally go over. So it gets to tennis.
Shabbat shalom, Maria.
Yeah. Well, I used to be amazed. I was chair of the board at Bellside, and we had an executive committee, and we used to meet in people's houses. the door. That's got to be there.
Do they turn the internet off at the weekend or something?
Is it off? No, it shouldn't be. Oh, hang on. Which one are you logging on to?
There's only Mosaic 5.
Well, no, there's a few. For Shabbat, they turn off the Mosaic guest, but it should log in automatically to. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Yeah, mine's
Oh,
on.
no, it's on.
Okay.
Mine's on my phone, Rachel.
It's connected.
I think the most
So why tells me you're not connected?
Good. Well, there it is online.
signal.
See if I can get this coordinated.
Oh, good. Caroline's
Can you see me? Can I see him? Oh, yes. Will he know it's me? Very unlikely. Oh, yeah, he did. Got everyone waving at me.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to put it on Rachel. Do you want it on gallery view?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Hello.
Hello, Ruth. Shabbat shalom.
I think Lindsay maybe Mr. Smith needs to sit over here. Yes. Tomorrow. I'll come show you and then I'll go and see my mum.
That's why you're connected, Rachel. Good. Fantastic.
Where's it gone? I don't think it needs to be. There's nothing else happening in the building, is there? Is there a Masorti service? Oh, he is here. Okay, they're definitely closed.
We'll be starting
Yeah,
at 42.
Oh, that's right, of course. Okay. This is. I don't know what's going on today with this computer. Okay. There we go. I am not Anna Watson. Rename. There we go. Okay. Who would like to light the Shabbat candles for us in a minute? Hmm? In a minute. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Sorry we're a little bit late. Linda, you happy to screen share for us? We're on page 2, everyone in here. Yodid nefesh avarachama, Yodid nefesh avtecha, ya la 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 ratzonecha, yarutz avtecha, kemo ayav, yishtachavei elai, ya la 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 muhadarecha, yarutz avtecha, kemo ayav, yishtachavei elai, ya la 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 el muhadarecha.
You should call the Sabbath a delight. These lights we kindle are a symbol of joy. May their brightness lift our spirits and fill our hearts with happiness and peace.
Amen.
So don't be on candle lighting, of course. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav ve'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you very much. And on the next page, Shalom Aleichem. Welcoming the Sabbath angels. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitkhem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And let's move on to the next page, Linda. That's definitely an Anna song that I don't really know all that well. So we're going to move on to Lecha Dodi. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. La lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu elam yuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemu tiferet v'litila la la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha, ki hi makor habaracha, mirosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh v'machshavat tchila la la. Lecha dodi, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, כי אורי, אורי, שתדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. 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 פני שבת נקבלה. Hello, welcome. Come and sit in the circle. Don't be outside the circle. Come on. No, well, listen to the rabbi. No, come on. Hey, Sean. Okay, so we're on page 8. Page 8. And I guess while we're here, we should probably stand up. That's right. seated. And on page 9, let's read together. We praise you, Eternal One, our God, Sovereign of the universe, whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky. You make day and night, rolling light away from darkness, and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God, whose word makes evening fall. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Linda, do you want to lead Ahavat Olam for us? Thank you.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Israel, Amecha Ahavta, Amka Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata, Otanu limadata. Alken Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu, V'kumeinu nasi al pehukecha, V'nismak b'divrei Toratecha, V'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, V'orek yameinu, Uvahem nege yomam v'layla, nege yomam v'layla, V'ahavatecha al tasur, Mimenu la'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael.
Lovely. Thank you, Linda. I hope it didn't sound too strange for everyone with people singing here in the room as well. It was probably slightly off kilter, but still. A bit of chaos is all right. Yes. So, on page 11, let's stand up for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher Anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'b'lechtecha v'derech u'b'shokbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'ish'arecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, ויתן קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Would anyone like to read for us on page 14? ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גא ישראל, גא ישראל. Now we have this additional prayer that's added in to the evening Amidah, which is one basically asking God to protect us at night time. And what did I do with my cap? There it is. Sorry. So this is a Debbie Friedman tune. It's pretty. Shmor tzeitenu uvoenu. Shmor tzeitenu uvoenu lechaim uleshalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, u'faros aleinu sukat shalomecha, me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata ve'ad olam. U'shmor tzeitenu uvoenu lechaim uleshalom me'ata ve'ad olam, 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 me'ata ve'ad olam. And now we turn to the Amidah and stand up for it. Since it's called the Amidah, standing prayer. Yala lai 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 Adonai. Yala lai 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Yala lai 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Yala lai 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 Adonai. Yala lai 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Yala lai 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Yala lai 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 Adonai. Yala lai 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Yala lai 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'konei hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומיתו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני, וחיי המתים. קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוהך מבלעדיך. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. We praise you, eternal one, the holy God. So we're on page 21 here. Would anybody on Zoom like to read this for us? I can't see you all, so just unmute and read for us if you'd like to.
I'm happy to read for you.
Thanks, Amy. Thank
That's
you.
okay. We thank you, O God, for this Sabbath day, which calls us to a closer communion with you. Though you are near to us all at all times, you reveal your presence most clearly when we direct our thoughts towards you, in worship and in meditation. In you, O God, our humanity is exalted. You are our life. From you comes its greatness, its power, its beauty. Establish in us, we humbly pray, a devotion to you that shall be firm in all of the circumstances of life. May this service renew in our hearts the sense of your presence and bring us peace.
Amen. Thank you, Amy. That was lovely. So, Ma Yafeh Hayom, how beautiful is this day. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shall we be brave and try and split it up? So on Zoom, you sing whichever part you would like to sing, and I think maybe Lindsay through to Hannah. If you want, why don't you start, and then we'll come in. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Everyone, all of you. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Can you keep going? Ma Yafeh Hayom. Now you just started again. Shabbat. You're supposed to be doing Shabbat. Should we call off the experiment? Okay, well, we'll work on it. So the next page, let's read together. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. Sanctify us by your commandments, and make us loyal to your teaching. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, eternal one, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of the Sabbath. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Eternal God, be gracious to your people Israel, and in your love accept their prayers. May our worship now and always be acceptable in your sight. We praise you, O God, whom alone we worship in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. So the penultimate prayer of the Amidah is known as Modim Anachnu Lach. So it's thanking God for the things that are good in our lives. So does anyone want to share anything good that has happened to them this week in particular? Because there's lots of bad news in the world, so it's quite nice to have good news every now and then. You've got your car washed. Mazel tov. Shehechiani.
Yeah, I managed to cut my lawn. It's the latest ever, 8th of May, and it was about this high, and it looked like a meadow. It doesn't look like a meadow now. It's still got to have a second cut, but the sense of achievement was made look really wonderful.
That's fantastic. Yes, the sun came out. I know, it was so lovely to have some nice weather. Anyone else?
A PhD breakthrough, but I'm not going to explain it's too complicated.
Mazel
It's
tov.
a big breakthrough after 8 months of frustration.
Oh, that's great. Good, good. Yeah, keep going. That's lovely.
We've moved a bit closer to getting our ensuite done. It happened because there was a leak in the shower.
It's been a horrible week. We played pick up our dining table in kit form this morning. You know,
So sorry everyone on Zoom.
glass.
So Hannah said she got her lawn cut for the first time this year, which is the latest ever, May the 8th. Sean has had a breakthrough in his in their PhD, and Adrian and Lindsay have had a breakthrough. Their ensuite ensuite bathroom is a step closer to completion. Oh no, not really. Oh well,
It's being done.
doing done. Anyone on Zoom want to share anything nice that's happened?
Our wisteria had more flowers on it this year than we've ever had.
Oh, no, that's all.
Yeah, the wisteria at the front of our house is absolutely stunning. It's really gorgeous. Doesn't normally have a lot of flowers on it. It's had loads this year.
Exactly. Make sure you sell
Yeah.
it.
Near the surgery, or is that round the back?
I live in Stanmore, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Anyone else?
Oh, our son Marcus contacted us for the first time after a long time.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
Oh, I'm
we're
sorry.
saying that. We're talking about good news.
But it's nice that you
It's nice
spoke
he
to him.
contacted us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did hear something nice today. Maybe Israel may possibly win the song contest.
Oh,
Everyone's got to
I-
vote. You must vote.
absolutely.
Everybody vote.
For Israel. Vote for Israel.
Apparently there's a chance they may come second.
You know, you can
Oh.
actually vote 12 times.
20 times. 20.
I read 12 today.
So everyone's talking about the Eurovision Song Contest and their hope that Israel will win. I think that would be a pipe dream, I think.
Yeah. Let's go, please.
We also have 3 foxhounds running around town.
They're so cute. We have a vixen and 3 cubs in our garden, and the 3 cubs, they're tiny, tiny, and they're very, very, very cute. Okay, so page 25. Let's now say thank you for all those good things. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu le'olam va'ed. Tzur chayenu magen yish'enu, ata hu lador vador. Nodeh lecha unesaper tehilatecha, al chayenu hamesurim beyadecha, ve'al nishmotenu hapekudot lach, ve'al nisecha shebechol yom imanu, ve'al niflaotecha v'tovotecha, שבכל עת, ערב ובוקר וצהריים, ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה להודות. We praise you, O God, source of goodness, to whom our thanks are due. Final prayer is a prayer for peace, one of the highest values you can find in Judaism, and something that the world needs desperately. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol Shalom, ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Let's just take a few moments for our own silent prayers now. Yehiyu imrevi, behegyon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzori, Adonai tzori, v'goali, yehiyu l'ratzon, imrefi, behegyon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzori, Adonai tzori, v'goali, So Linda, should we stop screen sharing just for a moment? So our Torah portion this Shabbat is Kedoshim. It's actually one of my favourite Torah portions, even though it's in Leviticus, most of which is a bit hard to take. But we read it twice a year. One in its time, and when else do we read it? On Yom Kippur, absolutely. And it has chapter 19, which is at the heart of the book of Leviticus, which is at the heart of the Torah. So I think there's something significant about it being right in the middle, in the center of the Torah. And it has a lot of, as we know, ethical commandments. Respect your parents, leave the edges and the gleanings of your harvest, leave some of your vineyard for the poor and the stranger, no swearing, no stealing, no cursing the deaf, no putting a stumbling block before the blind. And after each, well, not every one of them, but after many of those injunctions, it says, Ani Adonai, or Ani Adonai Elohechem, which means, I am the Eternal One, or I am the Eternal One, your God. 16 times in that one chapter. It's reiterated and reiterated. And, I mean, it's really God's kind of identifying God's self and stamping God's name on each of those important commandments. And somehow I had this link between this, I am Adonai your God, and I don't know if any of you have read this book, I Am Jewish. It's a book that's inspired by the last words of the journalist Daniel Pearl, who was brutally murdered, executed really, in Pakistan back in February 2002. And there was a shocking video of his murder. And the last words that he said were, my father is Jewish, my mother is Jewish, I am Jewish. And there was this young girl, Ilana Frey, I think her name was, in America, who had her bat mitzvah coming up, and in their shul they all did a bat mitzvah or a bar mitzvah project, and she decided that she was going to interview all her friends and relations and ask them what being Jewish means to them. So I am Jewish because. And she gathered all of these together and she made them into a little book, and she sent them to Daniel Pearl's widow for his newly born son, Adam, to have in the future. It was such a lovely idea, and anyway, that idea really took on, and she then had a connection with the family, with Judea and Ruth Pearl, Daniel's parents, and 150 different people, famous and otherwise, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, lots, I can't think of anyone now, but lots of well-known people saying why they are Jewish. It's the most wonderful book, and it's a huge, as you can imagine, a huge variety of responses to what being Jewish means. So I was just thinking, and we don't really have very long, and it's a big topic, but what does it mean to be Jewish? What does Judaism mean to me, for each of us, and when and how do we express our Judaism? And in the book, the responses are divided up into 5 different sections. One relating to identity, so our relationships to ourselves, how we define who we are. Heritage, our relationship to family, community, culture, tradition, and our collective history. Covenant, chosenness, and faith, so our relationship to God, our understanding of the relationship between God and the Jewish people, and our understanding of Judaism as a religion. Humanity and ethnicity, so our relationship to others who are not part of the Jewish people. So how does the sense of particularism relate to the universal themes and teachings of Judaism? And tikkun olam, of course, repairing the world, and justice. So our relationship to the larger world, and what I am Jewish means for what we do with our lives as we address our responsibilities in the wider world. So I'm just going to throw it open to you. What does it mean to you to be Jewish? Bagels and lox and cream cheese, salt beef sandwiches, coming to shul. I don't know. How do you define it for you?
Being part of a very large family.
That's nice, yeah. Community and belonging is really important.
It's more than a community, that's why I chose family
Community.
rather than...
Yeah, no, I love that. I like that.
It's almost like you meet someone that's going to have a relation, you know, beyond...
Excuse me, guys, can you just... Sorry, Sean?
It feels like automatically you connect, you know, like regardless, I mean, I travel a lot, and then you go to any community and when you're Jewish, and then you're like immediately welcome and invited, and you really connect to people. I mean, at least that's my experience.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it means having a framework.
Oh, so sorry, hang on, I need to repeat for the Zoomers. So Sean talked about it being a connection to a family. And wherever you go, if you come into a Jewish setting, then you can immediately feel at home. Rose?
So I think it means, for me, part of it is having a framework for my life. So I've got shots every week when, you know, it's a different time from, it's still busy, but it's a different busy. And then, you know, the festivals throughout the year, all of those things, it just stops life just being the same throughout.
So Rose said it gives her a framework. I think that's really important as well, actually, especially when you're going through difficult times. It's particularly supportive and helpful. Yeah. Tony.
I think for me what it means to be Jewish is it's a really a question of my race, where I come from, my parents and my grandparents. So that's what it means to me. I mean, I'm aware of what happened during the Holocaust, and I identify it very closely. And with the 6 million or even more that the Nazis tried their best to exterminate. So I should feel part of that. I'm part of that race. So that's what I feel strongly.
Are we a race? Well, not in the technical term. No, but I'm saying...
I think for me, I do feel myself part of the Jewish race.
Okay. So Tony says he feels part of the Jewish race, and remembering the 6 million who died in the Holocaust, and that's a really important thing to keep in our mind, and probably the 614th commandment that Emil Fackenheim said, which is we must not give Hitler posthumous victory. We have to keep going. Yeah. Anybody on Zoom wants to share anything?
For me,
Yes.
it's, as you refer to in particular, how do we relate in particular our Jewish heritage with the universal. For me, it's about how we wrestle with God, that we're allowed to wrestle with God, and that we're positively encouraged to ask what, not just what God wants from us, but what we want from God. And it's that's that dialogue about seeking justice and trying to do right. And we all struggle because we can't do right all the time. And it's a constant tension.
So Adrian was saying that there's that thing between the particular and the universal, and
it's about how we struggle with that.
oh, that's right. It's about wrestling with God. It's about the name Yisrael. Yeah, the name Yisrael means one who struggles with God. It's a very appropriate name. Absolutely. Yeah. And the great thing is that we can question God. I mean, we do, and we can, and it's fine to do that.
I think it's the sense of optimism and hope that is so much in all of our hearts, despite what we've gone through for thousands of years, 2,000 years, there's always something that keeps us going, And I think it's that hope.
Tikva, yes. Yeah, so Lindsay said that there's a kind of a positivity and a positive outlook towards the future, however difficult things are, and they certainly have been, and they are quite difficult now, but we have that positive, hopeful view into the future. Okay, thank you. Hannah?
Yeah, I've always felt that I was part of history as a Jewish person, and it helped me to feel that I belonged. And certainly whenever we went anywhere with Rabbi Frank, and we found ourselves in Jewish areas, it was like coming home. We belonged there, which is a lovely feeling for somebody who is, daughter of refugees, and the only Jewish family in our street and all the rest of it. But I felt solid in myself because I knew it helped me to give me some understanding of who I was and where I came from. And you talked about the Holocaust. I still feel bitterly angry, upset. I can't describe how awful I feel about the Inquisition and being sent out of Spain and Portugal
All
in
of the
1492. It deeply hurts me. And when we were in Girona, you remember...
Can you hear what Hannah is saying?
Shall I shout?
So Hannah was talking about being part of history, how amazing it feels to be part of history, and how she still feels really angry about the Inquisition.
Furious.
I mean, let alone the Holocaust, of course. Yeah.
Terrible time. But look at us, we survived, and I have particular admiration for those who choose to become Jewish. Because I think it's hard enough at times to be Jewish, born Jewish, but to choose to become Jewish, special people.
Yes. So Hannah was just saying how she admires people who choose to become Jewish, because it's hard enough, but then to choose to do that is really something.
Can I give a book recommendation about
Yeah.
this? It's The Jew and the Lotus. If anyone has not read it, you should really read it, because it's the Dalai Lama inviting a Jewish delegation to visit him and explain how the Jews managed to survive despite all those thousands of years of persecution. It's a really interesting book.
So Sean was talking about The Jew and the Lotus, which is a book where the Dalai Lama has invited a group of Jewish people to come and talk to him about how they have survived through everything. Thank you. Yeah, it's recommended.
Okay, no.
Maria?
Yes, I follow from what Hannah says, and thank you, Anna.
Please.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Hannah,
Maria, say that again.
I follow from what Hannah said. I wasn't going to say anything, but then she said about admiring people who chose to be Jewish. And I said, the thing about being Jewish is I chose to be Jewish. I was not made to be one.
Yeah, now that's
and
a
I
good
was
point.
made to be lots of other things in life that I wasn't really keen on doing. So that one, it was free will all round. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Maria. Thank you. Right. Yes, in a way, we in America they call they certainly did when I was living there, called converts Jews by choice, and actually we are all Jews by choice. Yeah. Right. Thank you, everyone. I think we better move on, because otherwise Anthony's going to be waiting for us for Kiddush. So, Linda, if you could take us back to the Aleinu. Page 28 in ours. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, אשר שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגור עלינו להמליך מלכותו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, בגופי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, הבט מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. And let's skip the next page, Linda, and we'll go to, it has been said, the eternal God shall rule over all the earth. On that day the eternal God shall be one and known to be one. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Strange is our situation here upon earth. Each of us comes for a short visit, not knowing why, yet sometimes seeming to divine a purpose. From the standpoint of daily life, however, there is one thing we do know, that we are here for the sake of others. Above all, for those on whose smile and well-being our happiness depends, and also for the countless unknown souls with whose fate we are connected by a bond of sympathy. Many times a day I realize how much my own outer and inner life is built upon the labors of others, both living and dead, and how earnestly I must exert myself in order to give in return as much as I have received and am still receiving. So before we recite the Kaddish, we remember in the Reform community Anne Pollock, the mother of David Pollock, Dorian King, the cousin of Marion Bloom, Esther Savelovich, the mother of Helen West, Frances Crystal, the mother of Susan Friedman, Harold Gilbert, the father of Sharon Weissler, Henry Franks, the husband of Anne Franks, Hetty Lees, the mother of June Cass, Joe Savell, the brother of Helen West, Otto Zeli Moscovici, the father of Andrei Elian, Ralph Myrants, the brother of George Myrants, and Robert Stern, the father of Fred Stern. And in the liberal community, we're thinking of my cousin Ruth, whose funeral took place on Wednesday, And we also remember on their yahrzeits Pearl Benson, the mother of Robert Benson, Bernard Brookman, the husband of Muriel Brookman, Esther Burlam, the mother of Maureen Lubert, Sheila Cullop, friend of Maria Landau, Hannah Drake, the mother of Tanya Drake, Arnold Green, the husband of Adrian Green, Ernest Schlesinger, the father of Hannah Schlesinger, Elsa Steiner, mother-in-law of Anne Steiner, and Josie Zariah, the mother of Lynn Morby. Are there any other names that anyone would like to mention of people that you're thinking of this Shabbat?
My parents, Eva and Daniel Cowan.
So let's say together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'la'almei al-maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'halal shmei d'kudashah barichu. Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom mimramav, v'yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol b'nei Adam, ve'imru, amen. May the Most High, source of perfect peace, grant peace to us, to all Israel, and to all humanity. And let us say, Amen. Amen. Please be seated, everybody. There is one more thing to do, which is on the next page, which is Sfirat HaOmer. So you shall count 7 weeks from the day after the Sabbath, and that means Pesach actually, when a sheaf of grain an omer of grain is to be brought as an offering, so that the day after the 7th week will make it 50 days. In observance of that tradition, we count the days of the early harvest season of ancient Israel from Pesach till Shavuot, and so symbolically walk once more the road from Egypt to Mount Sinai, from liberty to law, from freedom to responsibility. We say, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sefirat HaOmer. And that's not right on there. Hayom Shmona Asar Yom Shehem Shnei Shavuot v'arba'a Yamim LaOmer. Today is 18 days, which is 2 weeks and 4 days of the Omer. Does anyone want to just go and check and see if Masorti have finished? If you don't mind. So we'll just sing Olam Chesed and then we'll go. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Dai, Yadadai, Dai. 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 We need to build the world on loving kindness. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you, thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you,
Shabbat
Rachel.
Shalom. Linda, thank you. Linda, thank you so much for hosting.
That's okay, and thank you
Shabbat
to
shalom to everyone on Zoom. So, Linda, will
Shabbat
you
shalom.
lead the Zoom kiddush? Because I
Yeah,
think we have to go and join Masorti now.
yeah, I will.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Shabbat
Bye.
shalom. Take
Bye too.
care.
Right. Hang on. Okay.
Shabbat shalom. Shalom Rose.
Right, okay. I'm just going to see if it's on the screen share thing, and if it is, I'll put that back up. What is it? Yeah, I'm just going to screen share again, and then because it's on that, so bear with me. There we go. Here we go. Vayhi Erev Vayhi Roket Yom Hashishi. Vayhula Hashemayim B'ha'aretz V'kol Tzva'am. Vayakal Elohim Bayom Hashvi'i Malakto Asher Asa. Vayishbot Bayom Hashvi'i Mikol Malakto Asher Asa. V'yavarech Elohim et Yom Hashvi'i V'yakadesh Oto Kivo Shabbat Mikol Malakto Asher bara Elohim La'asot. Hang on. There we go. Whoa, too far. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishonu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava v'ratzon, v'nhilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit, ki hu yom tehila, l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat, Mitzrayim, Kivanu v'acharta, v'otanu kedashta, v'kohanim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, v'haltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, v'kadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim, everybody. Shabbat shalom. And surprise, surprise, I don't have any challah. Does anyone have any challah?
No.
Well, I'll say the blessing anyway. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Linda. Thank you.
Shalom.
That's okay.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Bye.